Good evening and welcome to the Liberty is Essential podcast, episode number 10. My name is Donald Rainwater, and I'm speaking to you tonight in this particular podcast about Senate Bill 316. Senate Bill 316 is a Veterans Administration bill that has a number of different elements in it, but there's one in particular I want to talk to you about tonight. It really concerns me, and I believe that if you're a veteran, if you are a family member of a veteran, a friend of a veteran, or just a citizen of the state of Indiana who believes that we need to keep the promise that we make to our veterans, and you'll notice I'm wearing my U.S. Navy veteran hat, and I'll be honest, I have a bias in this particular instance, but this is something that I hope that you will be as concerned as I am when I explain this to you. In Senate Bill 316, they have proposed adding the following into Indiana Code. The department, being the Indiana Department of Veterans Affairs, may use not more than an amount equal to the average annual amount of license plate revenue deposited into the fund as determined using the 3 previous state fiscal years multiplied by 10% to cover direct costs associated with the marketing and promotion of the fund in a particular state fiscal year. The department may not use any of this amount for administrative costs, including payroll or any other overhead expenses. Now, the fund they're talking about is the Military Family Relief Fund. And the Military Family Relief Fund is funded through veterans in the state of Indiana paying a premium for a license plate that identifies them as a veteran. And when we as veterans purchase that veteran's license plate, we know that a portion of the money that we spend on that license plate goes to the Military Family Relief Fund to provide assistance to veterans and members of their family who have fallen upon difficult economic times. It is a fund designed to provide temporary assistance to veterans in the state of Indiana and their families. Now, the first thing I want to point out is that the Indiana General Assembly has a bill that it has already gone through the Senate. It passed the Senate. I'm not sure how, but it is now in the House Veterans, and I want to make sure I get this correct, the Committee on Veterans Affairs and Public Safety. And it is up for a hearing Tuesday morning at 8:30 in the House Committee on Veterans Affairs and Public Safety. And we'll get back to that in a minute, because we're going to have a call to action and we need your help. But the first thing I want to do is I want to talk about the fact that this section of this bill, where they are going to allow the Department of Veterans Affairs to take 10% off the top of the Military Family Relief Fund, they say they're doing it for marketing and promotion of the fund. This fund has been around for a while, and there are a lot of veterans who have applied for relief, for assistance through this fund. As a matter of fact, there was a big scandal a couple of years ago involving the fact that staff members in the Department of Veterans Affairs were denying legitimate applications from legitimate veterans in need, and they were giving grants out of this fund to themselves and to their family members and friends who weren't in need. So there's a history here, folks, and I want to point it out. There's a history of the Indiana Department of Veterans Affairs misappropriating funds out of the Military Family Relief Fund. But now, the members of the Indiana General Assembly are crafting legislation to tax. Make no mistake, this is a tax. When government takes money away from the citizens for some governmental purpose, it's a tax. So this bill has verbiage in it to tax the veterans of the state of Indiana who have put money into this Military Family Relief Fund, and they want to implement this 10% tax every year to give the government money for marketing and promotion of this fund. Here's an idea. Use your word of mouth. Use the money already allocated to the Department of Veterans Affairs by the taxpayers of the state of Indiana and tell veterans that they're eligible for this fund. It doesn't take 10% of the fund to be able to open your mouth and do your damn job. This is a travesty. This is what big, bloated, unchecked, unaccountable government does. Veterans are paying a premium to put money in a fund to help and assist other veterans in need, and the government is skimming 10% off the top. So here's what we need you to do, folks. It's very, very simple. This bill is going to have a hearing at 8:30 at the Indiana Government Center South chamber. And the members of the committee are the following state representatives. The chair is Representative Randall Frye, F-R-Y-E. The vice chair is Representative Ryan Lauer, L-A-U-E-R. The majority members, Representative Steve Bartles, Representative Doug Gutwine, Representative Chris Judy, Representative Jim Lucas, Representative Chris May, Representative Julie Olthoff, Representative Dennis Zent. The minority members, Representative Renee Pack, Representative Mike Andrade, Representative Mitch Gore, Representative Chuck Mosley. Folks, I ask you to contact these representatives, and I'm going to make it easy. We'll just give you the phone number for Representative Randall Frye's office. Again, he's the chair of the committee. And we need to call him, and we need to let him know that this bill should not get a hearing. We can't get a hearing on House Concurrent Resolution 18 to terminate the emergency declaration, but we can get a hearing in the Senate and a vote on the floor, and then a hearing in the House on a bill that skims 10% of money meant for veterans. That's despicable. It's just wrong. And it doesn't matter what else is in that bill, that needs to be stricken from that bill. I don't care if they don't do it, if they do an amendment. I don't care how they do it. That needs to be taken out of that bill, or that entire bill needs to be pulled. Because government does not have the right to take money that veterans are basically donating to help other veterans. And they skim 10% off the top and call it for marketing and promotion. How have they been marketing and promoting this fund for the life of the fund? The fund's been around a while. It was around long enough for members of the Indiana Department of Veterans Affairs to misappropriate money from it. We need to hold our government accountable. So I'm going to ask you, call Representative Randall Fry at 1-800-382-9841. Call him and say, this must stop. I don't normally do this, but I'm going to respond to a comment that somebody has made. Somebody made the comment, this is another thing Trump wouldn't put up with. My question for you as citizens of the state of Indiana, is this something that you'll put up with? Is this something that you are going to just go, I can't believe they're doing that, and then go about your business, go about your day? If you have the ability to take time off of work, and I know not very many people do, I understand, but if you have the ability, get down to the Government Center South building at 8 o'clock Tuesday morning. And come in and attend. Tell them you want to speak against this bill. And you can get up as a citizen of the state of Indiana, and you can testify against this bill, Senate Bill 316. And you tell them, I don't like government stealing from veterans, and it's time it stopped. So again, this is Senate Bill 316. It is currently getting a hearing at 8:30 Tuesday morning in the Indiana Government Center South chamber with the Veterans Affairs Committee, the House Veterans Affairs and Public Safety Committee. And I'm asking you, call Representative Randall Fry. Email each one of the members of that committee. And let me just pull this up. I'll share this with you real quickly, because some of you may or may not know how to do this. And if you're not familiar with how to do this, I want to show you real quickly. and I'll kind of backpedal here. This is the Veterans Affairs and Public Safety Committee. The list of the members is over here on the left-hand side. Now, I know that this committee is the one that is hearing this bill because I've gone to the bill. This is Bill 316, Senate Bill 316. And I go over here to Bill Actions on the left-hand side. I click the arrow, and it shows me that on the 2nd of March, it was referred to the Veterans Affairs and Public Safety Committee. So I can go there, and I can see that on March 16th, which is this coming Tuesday, at the Indiana Government Center South Chamber, they're going to have a meeting, and as part of that meeting, they are going to have a hearing on Senate Bill 316. It's right there. And so you can go here and get your list of members on the left-hand side, and you can go to each one. You can send them an email. You can make a phone call and let them know. Our veterans made a commitment to support and defend the Constitution of the United States. And for doing so, we have made a commitment to them. And we cannot allow the government of the state of Indiana to skim 10% a year off of a fund that veterans donate to veterans. It's just wrong. So I ask you, please take the action that you're able to take. Thank you for listening. My name's Donald Rainwater. This has been the Liberty is Essential podcast, episode 10. We'll see you again soon. Have a great rest of your evening.